And welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. In the last episode, we finished up the terrace for now, and we headed to the fountain, clearing up the part of the Space Junk Galaxy. And in this episode, we're going to head there right after talking to this toad. Whenever you save and quit and then come back, you will get this from the male toad. And it will say, included 5 1-up mushrooms and a letter. Would you like them now? If you choose no, he'll say, okay, I'll use them as rations for the Toad Brigade. But you can always choose yes. If you choose no, you can't come back for them later. Cannot. So always pick those up. So if you see that male logo above his head, then go ahead and talk to him, because he's got a letter for you. But that's not important now. What's important is the fountain. Back to Space Junk Galaxy we go. The galaxy that I always think takes too long for some strange reason. It always feels like it takes a long time to finish this one. Camella's airship attack. I actually like this one. I like all the airship levels. And this one's got a really cool secret in it too. What's up? My brigade boarded the enemy fleet and none have returned. I'd go as a captain. I would go save myself, but I'm much too busy and scared. Loser. You don't have to save the Toad Brigade or anything, but you can. That poor Goomba never saw it coming. Over here? Yes there is. Just some more star bits! Can't get enough of those star bits! Alright, so these guys will tell you how you can jump and spin to gain height, but you can use long jump, backflip, and side jump, since you already know how to do those, and they will aid you far more. Because they want you to get 1 coin at a time right here, when you could actually just do this. Boom. That one you actually have to spin, but only because there's a sling star there. So I don't know if that would really count. So, if you want to get that, you can spin this, and it will drop some star bits. Some star bits! Why did I say star bits? It's star bits! Ow. Get out of here. There go those star bits off into death. You can also say, if you're carrying a shell, press or shake the wheel remote to throw it, and then you can also open treasure chests with a shell, which is true. And this one, and it's got some star bits in it. And that one has a coin. I just use the shell to attack. You can also jump on him, but I like using the shell just because, you know, he uses projectiles. Why can't you? Some coins. Make sure to set that high score because you know it's so important. Alright, right here's the secret. Don't jump off this thing just yet. Just gonna kill him to get a coin. If you notice, there's actually a pole star over here. You can use that. And go down here. And guess what there is? Lots of star bits! Yes, more star bits. Even more star bits. Free the rest of the Toad Brigade here. So these guys will only shoot fire coconuts, so you can't reflect them back, so instead, just throw the shell at them. One of these has a life shroom, so go ahead and pick that up. And the other one, let me go ahead and get rid of this guy first, has a red shell, which homes in on any opponent that you want to. But since I didn't use it, it doesn't matter. So we're just going to throw it into the oblivion. But now it's boss time. And you will see Camilla quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit, but she's a reoccurring boss. I think you see her 3 times, maybe? They don't overuse her a lot like they did with the Wizrobe and Majora's Mask, where you fight them like 6 times or something like that. They're not that bad about it, but you do face her a few times. And a kill. She'll drop some Starbits and then move inside the boat area, the airship. Boom. The 3rd time, she will summon 2 Magic Koopas to help. And I would recommend, after grabbing all the Starbits, getting rid of... If you think the fight's going to take a while, get rid of only one. If you get rid of both, she'll respawn them eventually. But if you don't think it's going to take that long, go ahead and kill them both, and then kill Camilla. Because you'll have to wait for her to launch the fireball, and then launch the shell anyway, so... Magic Koopas aren't that bad. They can only launch 1 fireball at a time, as opposed to Camilla when she can launch 1, and then 2, and then 3. And there's one time where you fight her where you definitely want to take those out, because they're going to be a big annoyance in that fight. But we'll get to that later. So now it seems that a prankster comet has appeared. Great. Just great. These are very irritating. Some of them aren't that bad, but some of them are extremely annoying. So you can talk to this Luma about them. So you say, tell me more, move it. This one will let you move the comet to wherever you want. It'll move it to another location. So we have a whole bunch of different types. We have speedy comets, which limit the amount of time you have there, so you will get like 5 minutes to complete whatever start is. Daredevil comets, which make you have 1 health, so if you take any hit at all, you're going to die. Cosmic comets will make you race a Cosmic Mario. And then fast foe comets obviously make your enemies move faster. There's also one other type of comet, but to unlock it you have to beat the final fight in the game, so we're not going to see that just yet. But for now, we have a speedy comet. The one for Honey Hive, I'm just going to tell you right now, is a Cosmic Comet, just so you know. And the one for Space Junk, I believe, is also a speedrun. So this is the Dino Piranha speedrun. Now, fortunately, for the most part, the speedruns, they're pretty lenient on time. Some of them aren't, but for the most part, they usually are. So, they're not that bad. You just can't mess around, so don't, waste your time getting some more Starbits on these kind of comets. Skip that one. If you talk to something, it's not going to continue to count your timer down. The timer stops whenever you're talking to or whatever. So many chain jumps. Okay, where's that last one? There it is. There's nothing really to say for this mission. It's the exact same thing. The only thing is it's timed. There's no other difference. Alright, this time I'll take the normal path because I said I would. So this one you can just avoid the chain chomps on the path. And at the end of it, you'll have this giant purple piranha. You've got to wait for him to attack where he smashes the ground like that, and then just jump on his head. Make sure not to jump on the vine part of him, though, because it's got spikes all over it, so if you hit that, you're going to get hurt. So don't do that. And that leads you to this part right here. So the shortcut, it does take longer, but if you don't die, or it's easier to die on the normal path, so if you've got 1 life, you may want to consider just taking the shortcut so you won't get hurt. Because you can't get hurt on that shortcut. The only thing that can happen is you fall off of it. And then we have this fight again, and since we have plenty of time, you can go ahead and pick up all the glass pieces with the star bits in them. And you may not have over 2 minutes like me, but if you've got over a minute, you're still going to be fine on this fight, honestly. If it's taking you a minute to beat this guy, something's wrong. And cutscenes, like I said, cutscenes don't slow down your time at all. It just stops. It doesn't make the timer continue to decrease on you. Yeah, I just took that guy out in 9 seconds. My record is 8 seconds. So, you should have no trouble beating that guy. Should not take you that long. Now, keep in mind, after the star appears, your timer's still counting down on you, so if you've got like 4 seconds, you need to hurry up and grab it, and don't worry about getting the star bits or anything like that. But, like I said, the timer's pretty lenient on that one. They could have, if they wanted to make it really hard, they could have shaved off about a minute, maybe even a minute and a half. But it is the first comet of the game, so I guess they want to make it a little bit easy. I can understand that. So that is 14 stars. Might as well save, why not? Alright, has the other comet appeared in this area? No, it is not, but the one for Space Junk has. And I'm pretty sure it's Polestar Path speedrun. There are speedruns of bosses occasionally, but most of the time, if it's a Daredevil comet, then it's going to be a boss. I can only think of one instance where the Daredevil comet does not have a boss at it at any point. And that's one of the last galaxies of the game. What's funny is I always think that this is a Daredevil comet on this one because there's a boss in this area. So I always think it's a Daredevil comet, and then when the speedrun thing shows up, I'm like, I thought it was supposed to be Daredevil. So we have the Polestar Path speedrun. Once again, I think the time's pretty lenient here. I think I finished it once with 2 or 1.5 minutes, something like that. But once again, time's pretty lenient. It gives you 4 minutes, so as long as you don't drag your feet, once again, you should be fine. At this point, you should be at least over 3 minutes, just so you know. I'll give you like set times saying, okay, you should be at the very least this time. Yeah, 3-minute time limit. We're fine on time. Skip the enemies. If there's any enemies you can skip, you definitely want to do so. And that will get the ship to show up with the captain on it. At this point, if you're under a minute 30, I'd say you might want to move pretty quickly here. But even then, like I said, the time would still be pretty lenient. You could still probably finish this in a minute 30. And There's the 2-minute mark, but we're fine. Just that one last silver star. Which I nearly killed myself trying to do a triple jump right there. An unnecessary triple jump, mind you. I was about to just flat out miss the entire thing. If I triple jumped, I probably would have gone over it if I'd done a full triple jump. Now, the other comet for this area is actually pretty difficult. Like I said, you don't activate that till you beat the game, so. The final Bowser fight, you know what I mean. But the other comet for this area is extremely difficult, actually, for one of the earlier ones. It's probably not the worst one, but it can still be pretty difficult. And the Cosmic Comet has appeared in the terrace. Yeah. We found the enemy base. Good job, Hershey. You can make observations. Wonderful. This one might be a little bit more difficult than the speed runs, but it's still not too bad. Some of the later Cosmic Comets are pretty difficult, but this is not one of those. So the Honey Hive Cosmic Mario Race. Yeah, I know. They make very creative names for the comets. And they give you arrows all over the place, know where to go. Press C to crouch. Crouch and press A to do a backward somersault. We already knew that. Is the one up here? Nope, it's not. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. And an interesting note is if you actually run into Cosmic Mario, like, literally run into him, he'll actually drop star bits, but, there's, drop star bits, but there's no reason to, so. Long jump will save you in some of these races, though. I'd recommend just not going that underpath right there, because you'll have to do a backward somersault. You can just long jump here, and then spin and make it up there, and that will save you a lot of time. So if you're ahead of him at this point, you're probably going to be alright. And obviously avoid the honey, that should go without saying as well. So you should be able to win that fairly easily. And if you'll notice right here, right when he says you gotta start at the bottom of the screen, you can see him crouching. But for the most part, you really don't have an excuse to lose any of those. And of course it helps knowing what the course is, but even then, like I said, there's arrows all over the place. So it should be pretty easy to tell where you're supposed to go. Now you'll notice that they still don't say galaxy complete. That's because of the main galaxies, there's at least 6 stars in each one. You'll have the 3 main stars, which we've already collected in those cases. You'll have the secret star, which you actually can't get any of the secret stars from the 3-star galaxies in the terrace just yet. You can get the ones from like Space Junk or whatever, and I will be sure to show these, of course. And there will be 2 comets as well. There's actually 2 other galaxies in the game that have 7. They also have a special star in them, which, like I said, we'll get to that later. But this is the one with the secret star in it. This is called Tyranotox's Tangled Web. So this is the boss of this area. Yeah, it's not that bad, but I am used to it. The first time I played, it actually did kill me once or twice. It can be difficult. It seems like the fight always is either really easy or really difficult. Now, if you're going for the secret star first, like I am, you're going to want to get a lot of star bits for this, because it's going to be a Hungry Luma. And most of the time, that's what a secret star is it's going to be you have to feed a Hungry Luma. Not all the time, but most of the time, that's what it is. There are actually some of them that would surprise you how easy it is to miss them, because they're in plain sight, but you can miss them really easy. There's your Hungry Luma up there. Get over there, you fool. Now, that Luma needs 50 star bits, I believe, so I believe you can get a total of 28 inside of this thing right here. But that's just a guess, if I remember correctly. But you can search all around it, and there will be stuff like, you know, these 8 sets of star bits. You can kill the Goombas for a set of 3 star bits. There's another set of 8 right there. As long as you got that one that looks like a big chunk of ice, as long as you got the ones off of those, and inside here, I think you're probably going to have 50. No problem. Be sure also, if you're still not there yet, to check this grass right here, because it does have star bits in it as well. I believe 5 or 6 star bits. And I know I didn't say star bits all those times, but it would have been annoying to hear that so many times, and it's not very funny if you repeat it like every 5 seconds, you know. It's funny in small doses, but hey, how do I get out of here? I'm trapped. Actually, you can get out. There's a pull star in that next to the little thing you drop down into, so you can get out. Yeah, here it is. So you can just use this pull star and get yourself out. So they're not like, you have to do some kind of crazy jump or anything like that. There he is. Or she is. It is. Hey, you! Yeah, only 50. That's not too bad. We got 77. So it's not a extremely, like, it's not like the Hungry Luma snack of cosmic proportions in the Good Egg Galaxy where, you know, you can be well over it, but you should still have enough. And this makes Yoshi's face appear. Just like it does whenever you're playing the item minigame in Mario Party 2. Because it is Yoshi's face. Oi! Now these Goombas aren't going to drop coins, so don't even bother. Now since you can spin them and kick them, or just jump on them, since spinning and kicking them is a 2-step process, I'd recommend just jumping on them. Just don't try to pull off a really high set of combos, or else you're probably going to end up hurting yourself, you know, making a whole bunch of jumps and then jumping into one and getting hit. So don't do that. But that is what you have to do for this, is you just have to kill all the Goombas, and I think this is the last one. No, there's still more. Where are they? On Yoshi's nose? On his nose! Yeah, just those 2. So once you get rid of all the Goombas, or Gombas, for those of you that pronounce it correctly, because it's clearly spelled Gombas. And yes, that fire coming out of Yoshi's nose can't hurt you. And there we go. Not too bad. I think we got time for 2 more stars. Why not? Yoshi's unexpected appearance. So I guess Yoshi is technically in the first Super Mario Galaxy. You just can't use him for anything. And honestly, I think the only reason that Yoshi was in Galaxy 2 was fans wanted him to be. I don't like Yoshi in Super Mario Galaxy 2. I think he worked better in New Super Mario Bros. Wii or whatever. And some people like Slim Kirby think the opposite way, where he was better in Galaxy 2, but I don't know. I think it was smart, though. Like, some people said it was kind of annoying in New Super Mario Bros. Wii that you couldn't take Yoshi out of specific levels. But I think that would have been really smart, because if they had made star coins where you could only get Yoshi, but Yoshi wasn't in the level, people would hate having to go get Yoshi, then come back to that level and make it all the way to where the star coin is without losing Yoshi. That just would have been really annoying. And if they are making New Super Mario Bros. Mii for the Wii U, which is the same thing, but you can use your Miis or whatever, if that really is the case, I don't know if... I'm pretty sure it's just the exact same thing, but using Miis. But if it's not, and that's true, if it's really true, I think, honestly, that might happen. Because, you know, people are like, oh, we got all the star coins, and it's not even that hard anymore. We want a challenge, which... I want to challenge as much as the next guy, but World 9 was plenty enough of a challenge. Like, the first 8 worlds are pretty easy, but World 9 actually puts up a pretty good difficulty, I think. I'm just gonna walk around these things. Help, I'm stuck. Aim your pointer at me and press A to pull me out. So you can just throw him at that. Even if you throw him like off way over here or whatever, he'll still, the gravity will pull him back over there. That's not the case with Mario though. If you do that, Mario will die. So you probably don't want to do that unless you just don't like Mario. There's a life shroom in here. I'd recommend picking it up. Like I said, this boss fight isn't hard, but if it's one of your first attempts at this, you probably want to pick it up. And, you know, it's right there. There's no reason not to pick it up. It's not like if you have to pay Luma 30 star bits for it. That's a different thing right there. But whatever. So we're gonna have Toad hit his face on there. What is this thing? It's Tyrannotox. Duh. I guess Mario must have a harder head than Toad does. Which is funny, because you think his head would be soft from hitting all those bricks in all the other games. So what you want to do is stun him by hitting any of these little green bulges on him. Any of them, doesn't matter which. And then hit the big red one on his bum. And then he'll flip over, and then you just want to hit the 3 red spots. And that is stage 1. This is actually only a 2-stage boss, which is rather odd, because usually, you know, you have a 3-stage boss or whatever. And this time, after dropping all those star bits, he will shoot that green slime or whatever it is out of all the other stunning areas. So this time, I just recommend going around as far as you can and not even worry about stunning him, because you're more likely to get hit by that. And then after that, just hit the bulges again. This time, you are going to have to do it a little bit faster. But after that, he's dead. He's dead. We shot him in the head. And what does Toad say now, I wonder? Oh, you can't talk to him, alright. And no, you can't die from, like, going to the background or anything. It's not like if you miss, you're gonna die. You can always redo that shot. It really looks like you would die, though. The first time I missed it, I'm like, oh, great, I just died, didn't I? And I was like, oh, I guess I didn't die. Alright, so that takes care of the Space Junk Galaxy for now, which is good, because like I said, I don't enjoy the Space Junk Galaxy. Something about that, it just feels weird. So we got a new galaxy and another Hungry Luma. Let's go ahead and do one more star, why not? So we can see something other than a old galaxy that we've already seen. So we're going to go to the Rolling Green Galaxy, which is a gigantic golf course of sorts. Rolling in the clouds. Now, depending on how well you can hold the Wii Remote right here, you know, if you're good at not shaking, you know, your hand doesn't shake whenever you're nervous or whatever, this can be either really easy or really hard. So this guy will explain how to do this part. You jump and get on top of the ball, and you have to hold the Wii Remote vertically, unlike the Loop-de-Loop Galaxy where you have to hold it horizontally. And then you can tilt forward to move, or tilt any direction, and that will move the ball in whatever direction you want. And the ball is very sturdy, so you can smush anything, including this stupid sign. You stupid sign, wasting my time. If only I could actually kill it. And then yes, just hit A to jump, so it's pretty easy. I could have killed those Goombas and gotten all the coins, but honestly, there's no reason to. This is probably a level where you could get a 1-up from 50 coins, but there's no reason to, like I said. Those little question mark things will just give you a trail of stop it! I'm not gonna have you kill me. There's a 1-up over there. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get it, I guess. And the Goombas can make you just bounce right off the edge, like off of their heads and off the edge. So I'd recommend getting rid of them if you think they're gonna get in the way. And then you can choose the left or right path here. The left one's a little bit more difficult, but it doesn't. It's not like it's fast or anything, so I don't know what the point of that is. The beds of flowers are really hard to roll up, so you have to jump into them and then walk over them. And there we go, there's the goal. There's a much harder version later on, trust me. That one is extremely easy, I think. So just climb up the flagpole and get that star. Not difficult at all. At least I don't think it is. And you know what, let's go ahead and do one more, just because I do want to show some new galaxies. We're going to go ahead and do another 1-star galaxy. I don't know, wait, which galaxy is this? I know we should be doing this one next, but that's a 3-star. Or well, over 3-star, but it's a main galaxy. Hurry Scurry Galaxy, this is not too bad. Shrinking Satellite. So this will talk about whenever you step on these platforms, they go away. But you already knew that if you took the shortcut, or have even seen that so far. So right here, I'd recommend trying to grab all these coins, and move on. So yes, this whole thing is made out of these, and as you can see, there's musical notes around here now. So what you want to do is grab all of the musical notes. Which is actually pretty easy. They don't cover the entire planet. Later on there's a mission that they will cover the entire planet, but obviously this is not one of those, so it's not a problem. Sorry about that, my screensaver came on. Because my screensaver does not like me. Yeah, it's really easy. Once that's done, a star will appear. Now, the star's got the gravity all around it, just like the black hole would, so you're not going to miss the star when you jump in there. Even if you do miss it, the gravity will just pull you back around towards it, so don't worry about missing it or anything like that. So, with that out of the way, 20 stars in. A couple of galaxies complete, going back for some comets and finishing up Space Junk Galaxy. I think we're going to end things off here. So, next time on Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy, we're going to head off to the Battle Rock Galaxy. See you guys then.